want to introduce you a dear colleague of ours, someone who's resident here at IRCAM, has been for a while, and he's been a real groundbreaking innovator. Years ago, created something called Modular musical objects, together with Frédéric Bevilacqua here in the gestural research group. And these ended up at MoMA, Museum of Modern Art in New York. And basically, you know, these things really had an impact on the arts in general, not just on the sound arts or on music research. Do you want to introduce what Norbert will be doing?
I think we should just say, here is Norbert to introduce
Norbert
what
Schnell.
Norbert is doing. Norbert
Round of
Schnell.
applause.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us here. It was not so difficult to find for us this event tonight. I thought one way of understanding what I'm currently doing is to talk about what we were doing before. I promised that I will present the current work we are doing at the Music Tech Fest in Boston. So I know there are many, many people who travel with the Music Tech Fest around the world, but so I'm sorry that there will be some things I will take back from my talk in Boston to wrap it up. At the point in this presentation, I will ask you to shake your mobile phones. I wanted to make sure that you are connected to the Wi-Fi network, Music Tech Fest, obviously, and this is the password if you didn't find it yet, okay? And if you have an Android phone, please make sure that you run Chrome on this phone, okay? And for the rest, we hope that it will work out for everybody. So, as far as I remember, my talk in Boston was about, you know, something like filling the gap between listening and performance technologies. You make your mind up of that, what that might be. And I presented a dozen of projects we did within the last 5 years. And I just show you my two favorites quickly. So this is a project with Christian Gartner from Berlin. A jukebox, no, what's called a fruit machine that would allow visitors of this installation to navigate and reenact and reperform with materials recorded from a dancer who is dancing and beatboxing. So you will get the idea very quickly of what this is about. So here should be some sound. So you get the idea, you know, you have this beautiful fruit machine, and by pushing the buttons and interacting with the lever, you would reperform these materials, recompose these 3 instances of this recording that always will stay in sync. Apparently, there's a little problem with the synchronization of this presentation. Doesn't matter. That was one of my favorite projects I was showing in Boston. You get the idea, I hope. Another one is what we call the urban musical game. It was an installation we showed in summer 2011, a whole week here before the IRCAM, before the Pompidou Center. And it's based on motion sensors put into balls that would control the music environment as a function of the action and the evolution of the game. So the movements of the balls are sonified, and then it controls this music environment. You get the idea of what that might have been. So here or another project I showed in Boston is a performance we designed together with the Tao Tanaka, who he would kind of perform a little bit, record things, replay things, invite the audience to the stage in order to perform with him shaking mobile phones. So this is our first mobile shaking thing that still ran on a machine actually controlled by the mobile phones. heard his voice, and invite the audience to shake with him, perform with him. You get the idea of this one. So all this work we've done has been the fertile ground for two startups. One is Phonotonic with B Music, who sells the product online, and they take pre-commands. And the other is Mojis, that had a very successful Kickstarter campaign. So we had two projects we kind of consider our children's that were in this whole environment we built up over the last years. So this is where this came from. And then there was this moment in Boston where I started to throw these beautiful colored balls in the audience, and we had this nice moment of playing together. So far what happened in Boston some time ago. This is the slide I couldn't show in Boston because the projector didn't work after some time. But it's a very important slide, of course, so I thought I'd just, show it here. And so since then, actually, there's one thing we did that is going web. So until there, we were working with sensors and a lot of Maximus P, programming, hacking sounds, programming interactive sound environments that would eventually put sounds back together to music when you move and things. And well, we discovered, like everybody, that those things. That's the last demo for today. Those things have sensors inside. They have, they are pretty powerful. They have a loudspeaker. And the new thing here is that you really can do things together because everybody has a thing like that in the pocket. So we went web. Now, the technologies we are using, since about a year now we are on this, is web audio. I won't go into details with that, but we are very excited about it because it's really upcoming standards that are implemented already in the browsers. The Web Audio API, many of you are probably familiar with that. It's upcoming standards that are already implemented in the browsers and that will become standards, if everything goes well, about next year. So we're having three projects here in the house. One is Wave, which is really kind of trying to appropriate, to get these technologies, these new technologies going here in the house and contributing to this community. That's Wave. And then we are in end of January, I would like to make a little publicity for that. We're organizing the first international conference on web audio. That will be the 28th of January here at IRCAM. And at Mozilla, by the way. And then we're having this very fun project that's called CoSiMa for collaborative situated media, and I will tell you more about that right away, but I won't talk a lot. It's just that, well, there are a couple of partners, we're doing different things, but here at IRCAM, within the consortium of the project, we're very much concentrating on this idea of playing music together, pulling smartphones out of the pocket. So we installed this thing that is workshops we do with adolescents in this Pompidou Center for now, and we will enlarge that next year. We call the collective sound checks, and I would like to do something like that now here with you. We have around 15 minutes, I guess, and we will try to do something together. Okay, I will go down there, and I will ask you to go to this URL with your mobile phones. I will do the same, and I would like that we do a little bird thing together. Now, we will now, if everything goes well, and if you play with me, do birds, okay? We will do birds. And birds, I imagine birds as beings that, before doing their cheep, first listen to the others doing their cheep. So performing is about listening, of course. So let's try to listen as much as to each other as we are performing. I will look for the birds too. Where are the birds? Thank you. So, after the birds, let's do something slightly more music, okay? So the second thing I would like to propose you to do together is this one. So this doesn't work on Android yet. I'm sorry, it's because of us, it's not because of Android. We have been to, it's because of Android, because they don't implement everything of the HTML5 standards for motion capture, and it's because of us, because we were too lazy to reprogram it for something else. So I would like to conduct this thing a little bit. On this side, I propose we will do the drums, okay? All together. It's like this. We must do it faster, sorry. Now, on this side, I would like to ask you to choose the choir, and that goes like that. We will rock you. Okay? We will rock you. Okay. We were discussing a lot if it should be rock you or rock you. Finally, Robbie decided that it will be rock you. If you are left-handed, of course, and you do it like this, it's okay, so. Can we do that once all together? 3, 4. We will rock you. Perfect. So, let's do it all together. Okay, on this side we do shroom, shroom, baff, shroom, shroom, baff. Okay, on that side we will do eventually, then I think it's you, no? Robbie will do the chorus, no, the verse.
Everybody.
I will do a little bit of that, and then we have some specials. So let's start with the drums, and Robbie will do the verse, and then you will find the right moment to step in with a we will. Okay, here we go.
Be a big man someday. You got my.
Pardon.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place.
I got it.
Go on.
C'est toi qui fais la guitare.
It's me? Oh, it's me. No, it's you. This one? We will do that once more. I want this precious moment where the guitar comes in really well, okay? And you go to the microphone. We will do Frum Frum Chum, and you will do We Will Rock You, okay? Once more, please. No. Be with me. Go on. I need you. Okay. Thanks a lot. It's always very difficult, of course, to switch from a kind of frontal I talk to you situation to something where I invite everybody to do something, but we managed pretty well. Thank you very much. So, yeah, that's about what we wanted to tell you about the first little steps we do on this terrain of web audio, collaborative web audio. We have one last thing to show you that we have since yesterday evening, kind of afternoon. And that's a collaboration with an artist, and it's very secret, and you tell nobody about it, that you saw it, but we really would like to show this little prototype to you. It's a web page. Everything runs there in a web page on Robbie's phone, okay? Just a web page. It's just a web page, so if you push the wrong button, the web page just vanishes. And do it a little bit without doing anything, that we know what you're actually doing.
It's loading.
Ah, yeah, and it's a long sound file, so it loads a little bit. It's loading, dot, dot, dot. It's loading, dot, dot, dot. It's loading. Well, maybe it has been already loaded on my phone.
reprends, t'as toujours ta table ou pas?
Actually, the server runs on my machine. Okay, no, c'est toi qui le fais. But don't push any button, it's just a web page.
Okay, let's go. The jack is not working.
The jack is not working. And now again you push the button on this web page. Okay, let's start again. And if you don't do anything, and so on and so on. You got the idea. This is what we're currently working on.